Yo, what's good, fam? What you saying, blood, man? You good? Yeah, blood. Fuck you saying? Bruh, big up the Wu-Tang Clan, massive. Bruh. We're drawing ting today, brethrens. Getting our draw on. Welcome to the podcasting ting, yeah? I know you love it. Checking out my drawing expertise and ting, blood. Bruh. Skirt. Bruh. Yo, I fucking realised something, yeah? I was thinking, shit, I swear, the fucking podcast anniversary's coming up or something. Innit? Ah, man. I checked. My first podcast episode was June 1st, 2018, yeah? 4 years ago, blood. 4 fucking years ago, man. I meant to do something for it. I was trying to remember, keep an eye on the date, yeah? Because that anniversary's coming up soon, man. Gotta do something big thing for that. Fuck, man. 4 years of doing this podcast, blood. Shit. Fucking madness. But then I fucking missed the date, didn't I? I wasn't sure when it was. A month ago. 4 years and a month, give or take. Shit, man. 4 years. Can you even fucking believe that? Can you Adam and Eve that? Fuck, man. 4 years. Big in the game. But then I was thinking, I don't know if it's worth, drawing attention to that thing. Do you know what I'm saying? You get me? I feel like there's not been, a lot of growth. You get me? I've been doing the podcast 4 years, yeah? On and off, not always, regular, but, 4 years, man. That's a long time to be doing the thing. But, if we're talking numbers, yeah, I ain't seen that much growth. You know what I'm saying? Not so many more views than I used to get. Not many more subscribers. So I don't know if I want to be all yo, fucking check this shit out. 4 fucking years doing this podcast. Let's go. And have everyone come in oh shit, 4 years. Let me fucking check this shit out. And they go, oh, he's getting the same amount of views as he used to get 4 years ago. What's he doing? He's not even growing. Fucking, this guy's a fool. He's supposed to be getting sponsorships and stuff by now, man. Most podcasts doing it 4 years. You get fucking better help on your side. Skillshare. Fucking MeUndies and shit, yeah? Nothing. Not even fucking Bic wanna sponsor me. What the fuck is that, man? Fuck you. Fuck your mum, Bic. Blow me. Suck your mum. Fuck you playing that, not sponsoring them. Bruh. Fuck. But then I thought, obviously, that's not what's important, is it? Is it more important to worry about, material gain, making money from a thing? Or is it more important to just do the thing because you love the thing? You feel me? You get me? Because I'm still going to be doing this 12 years time, 20 years time, 50 years time when I'm fucking 80 years old. I'm going to still be, because that's the whole point, innit? I'm just sitting, drawing, because I'm going to be drawing anyway, and I chat some shit, sing some songs, write some rhymes, some sick fucking rhymes, blood. Get my grime up on in here. I'ma be doing a thing anyway, so I record it. So if anyone else wants to fucking partake in what I'm doing, then they're welcome to. You can check it out, and you can not, and that's all good. And does it matter if I'm growing or not? If more people are seeing it, does that make it better? Is it a better podcast if more people are seeing it? Or maybe it's only going to get worse. If I got more eyes on me, maybe there's more expectation. And I start trying to like play up to that, innit? I'm going to look a fool. Make more mistakes and that, innit? Either way, I'ma still be here, drawing my shit, drawing my Gun Vikings, you know. And if you're into that, you can still check it out. If I get 100,000 subscribers, if I get a silver play button, oh, that's important. Got to have a certificate so I know I've got 100,000 subscribers. It's not enough to just have 100,000 subscribers. I got to get the silver medallion so everyone knows I got 100,000 subscribers. Or if I stop at 5,000 subscribers, if I even get to that, fuck it, man. What's the point? The point is to sit and draw and just fucking cotch, innit? Hang out, cotch, draw some shit, yeah? That's what's important in life. Just do the thing because you love to do it, yeah? Now, is that voice good? Or that's London Roadman Ewan? Or is that better than Cockney Ewan? Get in, my son. 4 fucking years doing this shit. What the fuck you saying, man? That's very similar. I keep slipping into the Roadman because I've just been doing it for so long. I've been doing it for what, like over 5 minutes? That's a long time. It doesn't sound like much to just be sat talking, 5 minutes were so long. You sit down and actually just talk about nothing for 5 minutes. And see if it don't feel like a long time. I think you can see what I'm drawing. I think you will recognise it. You better recognise. It's the old Liefeld Captain America, but it's Gun Viking. I had the idea just last night. I was like, shit, why haven't I done that yet? There's been a few parodies of it I've seen, of the old, Liefeld Captain America with his chest sticking out a ridiculous amount. Typical, Liefeldian anatomy. I've got it up on Google Images and I've realised I've just I fucked this bit up a little bit, but I can make it work. Shit, man, I can make this shit work, fam. You know your boy got skills and ting. Skip. I just thought it would be a funny drawing. I can use it as like a back matter in one of my comics, like the inside cover or something. Because that's what I like to have. You have the cover, maybe something for the back cover. This could work for a back cover as well, actually. And just random pictures on the inside covers. I think on the inside back covers of issues 4 and 5, I think issue 4, I'll put like an advert for issue 5. And then in the back of issue 5, I'll put an advert for the 24-hour Gun Viking comic, which is still out there, still available. Plenty of copies, if anyone wants them. Plenty left. Don't you worry. I've got plenty if you want one. That was a nice idea, wasn't it? That's always how it goes, though. You have a nice idea, like, hey, if I do a 24-hour comic every month, which is possibly feasible, I could live off of that, as long as I sell enough copies. And I did one, and didn't sell anywhere near enough copies. Which is fine, it's fair. It's fair. It's whatevs. It's all good. I think because it was Gun Viking, so that's what I figured, people seem to like Gun Viking, so it might sell quite well. But it wasn't the Gun Viking people know and love. It wasn't a continuation of the story in Gun Viking that people have been collecting up to now. So maybe people weren't as interested. But speaking of, the Viking Et 2 gun. I've done 2 pages of the latest issue in the last 2 days, which is phenomenal these days. For me to achieve that is outrageous. So I'm very, very glad for myself for that. Do you want to see the latest page? So he just shot up a load of cult members, and then this is like the little aftermath. And we get to draw the little people, little non-detailed, like crayon people, or whatever they're calling them. All little circle of bodies, blood. And I quite like this shadow of the tree that he's walking towards. The blood stains darker in the shadow. And then I think I need to adjust this somewhat. Make the tree a bit bolder. So there's Gun Viking standing, looking up at the skeletal cosmonaut hanging in the tree with all the voodoo things hanging down. And then, on the reverse, is young boy Viking looking up at the freshly fallen cosmonaut hanging in the tree, which, is then becomes this. As his legs rot away, his arms get tied up so they're up in like almost a crucifixion kind of position. His helmet's gone, so it's just its skull, but the pipes and most of the suit are still there. That's just me sort of like maybe helping the audience out, just so you know it's not just some random thing in a tree that Gun Viking's gone to. It's very specific. It's the cosmonaut that fell out the tree. It's where this is the gun he picked up and shot those bad men's. It's where Gun Viking became or started to become Gun Viking. It's where he got his first gun. It's where his powers originated from. And that's why Gun Viking's here. He's trying to learn, trying to discern what the fuck he is, where he's come from, why he is what he is, why he exists in the manner in which he exists, yeah? He's trying to answer these questions about himself that he's got. And so he's come back to the source, or what he assumes is a source, or what he remembers last. So yeah, and like black and white, like back in the day, because I did that whole scene of his flashback in black and white, grayscale or whatever. And then nowadays, see, it's like a mirror into the past, man. So that's the latest page. Only a few more pages to go. One of those pages I think has like 3 panels because it's like the very last page, so it's like going into the next part of the story. So there's only a few panels, and I might be able to get away with doing at least a couple of those black and white. We'll see. But that's going to be mostly drawing rather than painting, regardless, even if there is colour. So that'll be a nice quick one. And then a couple of pages of other stuff. I won't give it away. I don't want to give anything away. I've already said too much, maybe. Yeah, man, it's getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there. See, me and old Tom Thumb, with his finger in his bum. Tom Blackford with his Pig Boy comic that he's got coming out. We may not be successful, but we've signed up to try and get a table at the MCM Comic Con Expo convention or whatever in October. So he can sell his Pig Boy comic that will be released by then, and then I figure I will, in that case, try to have Gun Viking, the next issues of Gun Viking, issues 4 and 5, the collector's edition, issue 4, and the new continuation of the story, issue 5. I'll try to have them finished and available by October. at the latest. I'll try to get them done by September, just because it'd be safer to have them done sooner rather than later. But I think I'm on track to have that. Like I say, I've only got a very, very few more pages to do. And then I've got to do a cover and all, but that's like, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about, blood. We are getting there, though. We are getting there. It's been a long, long journey with this latest issue. Because, as I've said, I'm not doing so great in the head of late. So it's been very difficult for me to really get stuff done. Man, you remember back in the day, I was literally doing a page a day of Gun Viking. And they were smaller pages, and I didn't necessarily care about it as much as I do now. Because back then, I was just making a comic just for the fucking shits of it. I don't care. Who fucking cares? It's just a fucking silly little comic about a Viking with guns. It's stupid. It doesn't matter. But over the years, I've sort of, developed the character and the story a bit more, and now I actually sort of care about it, and I want it to be a certain way. And I know it has some fans out there, so I want to try to make it good for them as well. If people are actually paying for it, and like I say, people want the 4th issue as a standalone issue, not just in the book, because they obviously like it enough to want to collect it and have it on their shelves or whatever. And so I feel like it's only right that I really try to put the effort in and make it fucking good, if I can. Try to, anyway. Which is one of the problems, I believe, when I've been trying to get it published. I sent some shit to Image, to Dark Horse, to Fantagraphics, to be like, hey, publish my book. Because all I want is wider distribution. I want a wider release of it. But I think the problem is the quality of the comic early on is maybe not so great. I still love it, I think it's fucking wicked. It's fucking sick. It's amazing. Fucking best comic ever. But from a professional comic book creator standpoint, it might be seen as a bit too amateur from back in the day. Not that it's amazingly professional now, but more so. And so, because if you're going to publish Gun Viking, you need the first few issues, the first couple of issues at least. But if they're not necessarily up to scratch compared to the newer issues, then it's maybe they're not going to want to publish it. Which is good and bad in a way. It almost makes me want to go back and redo the whole first 2 issues at least. Or at least issue 1 and maybe a few parts of issue 2. But then it's where does it stop? Okay, I've redone issue 1, so it's up to a certain level of quality or whatever. And then by the time I've done that, I'm going to look at issues 3 and 4 and be like, maybe they're not so great, maybe I'll redo them. And then it's what am I just going to redo the fucking... just keep redoing the same issues again and again until they're all at some degree of matching quality. That would just be fucking silly. I can't be doing that shit. That's fucking nonsense. So I think that's why Gun Viking will stay as a self-published project. And it can stay at the quality it is, that I like, that I'm not upset with. Especially of the time and whatever. It's, it's a sign of that. It's a sign of the time, of where I was and what I was doing in 2014, 2015 when I was making it. Which is good, yeah. It's a good thing to have that. Yeah. So all these bits here, I've got, like I say, I've got it up on Google Images, so I'm just looking over, seeing where he's putting the shadows and things, which is all fine and dandy. But then it comes to this arm, because on the Captain America, there's a shield here. But for this, I've just put his arm. So now I have to make up where I'm putting the shadows and everything. So it might be one of those issues where you see someone do an amazing, incredible photorealistic drawing that they've obviously copied from a photo or from something in real life. And then they try to add bits to it out of their imagination. And it's really clear which parts they've added on their own and which parts are drawn from reference. And we might end up with one of those where you can clearly see the bits I copied from the Liefeld drawing and you can clearly see the bits I made up on my own. But it doesn't fucking matter, does it? It's just a silly drawing of Gun Viking based on a silly drawing of Captain America by the legendary Rob Liefeld. And gosh and heavens bless him for all he's done for comics kind and whatnot. I think I'm just doing a lot of this, like putting just these circles in, because I see a lot of that in the Liefeld artwork. You just put like circles in and then a little bit of hatching here, and then you can call that shading. It makes everything look kind of shiny, which is, I guess, cool or whatever. It's a very 90s comic book aesthetic, isn't it? Which we like. We like that. 90s comics were just fun. Just silly fun. Big, outrageous muscles and guns. Clearly, my work is inspired by that. As I've said many times before, I was watching that episode of Spaced where Tim's trying to get a job at Dark Star Comics. And the head, the CEO of the company, is being told, oh, what about Bisley? Tim Bisley, the character's name is obviously named after Simon Bisley. And then the CEO goes, Bisley, why do I know that name? Because he's Scottish. And then something, oh, he came in, whatever, you laughed him out of the office. And he goes, ah, yes, I remember now. All muscles and guns. Talking about his work just being, muscles and guns. And I saw that as a wee bairn, as a young kid. I had no idea it was a show called Spaced. I didn't know it was written and it had characters and it was whatever. I just saw that scene. I just happened to turn the telly on around that scene. And it showed his comic book portfolio, and I thought it looked fucking killer. And it said, oh, all muscles and guns. And I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, that's cool, man. That's what I want to do. I want to do all muscles and guns and have a really fucking cool looking comic book portfolio. Let's fucking go. And arguably, I've pretty much achieved that through my own means. I've gotten myself into a position to do muscles and guns, and not hugely, but at least to some degree to profit from it. So that can only be a good thing, can't it? Oh, muscles and guns. Yes! I think I've said before, I apologise if I'm just repeating myself ad nauseum, as they say. I think I've mentioned before how I fucking hate bodybuilders and bodybuilding, and I hate the whole, gym culture thing, and, I look at big muscly men in real life, and I just fucking... I mean, I don't hate them, but I'm just like, ugh, why? Is that what you want to spend your life doing? But then I spend my life sitting on my own, drawing muscles and guns, so maybe they're better off. So yeah, I mean, in real terms, I hate the whole bodybuilder thing. I hate guns. I know I've said that a few times. I hate that guns are like a thing, especially so much of a thing these days. But when it comes to comic books and funny little stories, muscles and guns are fucking cool. They're fun to draw. If nothing else, they're just fucking fun to draw. Guns and fucking muscles and big Vikings and fucking cut you up and eat your mum. Love that shit, man. Wellity, wellity, wellity. Let's have a look at a bookety, blookety. Oh! Is that the Lobster Robin art book? Yes, it is. And I'm very, very excited and very, 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 very glad to finally get my stupid, smelly, dirty hands on a copy. There was delays and delays. What with the mailbox place closing down and all, and I didn't have a safe address to have it address to have it sent to. But I finally got a copy, and it's really, really good. Really annoyingly good. Like, it's the sort of good that you look at it and you go, fuck, why aren't I making art books like that? God damn it. Like, my art books are cool, I guess. They're alright. But then you look through something like this and it's like, oh, god damn it. These fucking people doing shit better than me. And, you know, it's not necessarily better than me, but, like, whatever. I'm going to do a solo video just on this book, so I'm not going to look at it too in depth right now, for fear of just repeating myself. But I will flip through it just so you can get an idea. And that's one thing I sort of admire and am envious of for street artists, graffiti artists, because they can have, and I guess they have to have by the nature of what they do, they have a mixture of photos and drawings and paintings and stuff in their book. So you get, you know, funny little sketchbook drawings like that, which are cool. And then you get photos of like painted walls and electric boxes and things. And then you get to do the whole, like, this is the drawing, this is the painting that was done on the wall based on the drawing. And it's really cool. And then the painting up close, the painting from afar. That's a really cool thing to be able to do if that's the art you do. And, you know, I've done some wall paintings in my time, but not to the level, in amount or I feel calibre of Mr. Robin, Lobster Bobby. And it's got a lot of his collaborations with other artists, which is good to see. Lots of different kinds of work. Kronos office. I imagine this was like a commissioned piece for an office building, which is very cool. And then some just sort of published in Belgian Artists on Paper, the lockdown edition. So I imagine that was during the 2020 lockdowns and whatnot. Some personal artwork, which is really cool to see. More walls and things. And drawings. I love his drawings. I love the lines. I love the choices of colour. Like the lines are like blotchy, but not too blotchy. And he puts little bits of shadow in just the right places, which I talk about endlessly. And I like that he does floaty stuff and stuff split in half with bubbles and things. And he does some more sort of like introspective, thoughtful work as well. Which is, you know, cool, I guess, if you're into it. Stickers, these are fucking cool. I love his stickers. And, you know, I used to do stuff like that all the fucking time back in the day when I was in my graffiti heyday. I used to use stencils, so I'd get a bunch of blank stickers and then spray stencils on each one and then marker pen over them, so they were all essentially the same thing, but they were drawn in slightly different ways with, you know, Tipex and stuff added on. But these are really fun little characters, and there's quite a lot more of those in the book. More collaborative pieces, again, a bit more thoughtfully produced. And these pages are possibly my favourite, where it's just sketches, just funny little drawings. Some clearly have a little bit more time taken, and some are just fucking just silly little whatever. Lobster bing bong. eyeballs. And I mean, I'm lucky enough that Mr. Robin and I guess I can consider us friends. We message pretty often. He's off travelling at the moment, so I'm telling him how his travelling's looking really, really cool. The photos he's sharing and stuff, and I'm really impressed because he's hitchhiking and stuff, and it's really, really cool to see. And I let him know when I think his work's really cool, and he does the same to me. And it's really cool to. That was going somewhere, but I forgot where it was going. Maybe I can remember if I go back. Drawings. Oh, that's right, yeah. And he has said a few times that he feels he and I have very similar sort of sensibilities and thoughts about art, like as a larger subject, but also art in terms of just making it, like drawing and painting and stuff. More stickers. These are really fun. Little Homer Simpson. That may be like a vague self-portrait of the guy. This one's cool. It's a bit more sort of like grim and ghoulish compared to a lot of his others, which are more silly with just like the shadows and the glowing eye and stuff. But I love the goat with the horizontal pupils. Silly lobster. Stickers are for kids. I love the shapes of skulls and things he uses. The shapes of heads he draws. I love his work, man. I don't know. It's really good. And then to see a book of it all is really, really cool. And that's another one. The drawing in a book, which is cool to see the book scanned in over a spread, and then the painting on a wall of the drawing. And all of this is 2 years of work, and probably not even all of the work he produced in the 2 years, just the stuff he wanted to show in the book. And that's impressive too. That's a really cool painting. Really cool, just heads and things. Yeah, man. I love that he does like his drawings, the line work he has in his drawings, like the slightly blotchy kind of rough lines, those translate really well into his paintings. Like, not just, these are obviously canvases or board or whatever, where he uses very like loosely painted lines that look like his drawings, but he does the exact same thing on walls as well. He uses rollers and brushes and stuff, and then very sort of rough, loose lines for the outlines and things. And it really does keep the quality of his drawings in his paintings, in his larger scale paintings, which is really, really good. Because sometimes it can be difficult. He uses a lot of just paint as opposed to spray paint. He does use a lot of spray paint, but he also, whereas a lot of street artists will like use spray paint and that's it, whereas Lobster Robin uses a lot of spray paint but also uses other paint, like with rollers and brushes and stuff, like I say. So with that, he's I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. It can be very difficult if you work mainly in like, pens and brushes and stuff, and then you try to translate that work with spray paint. You can do it, if you know what you're doing, but because it's such a different medium, and to get certain effects, you have to work in a very different way. Whereas he works in a way that, like I say, translates from his drawings to his paintings very, very well, very clearly. That's really fucking cool. As is that. I love the shapes. The anatomy and the arms and the hands and things, the bubbles. And yeah, and I've got to agree when he says he and I have sort of like similar ideas and approaches to making art. We obviously produce very different artwork. In general, we use fairly different tools and stuff, but sometimes similar tools. But those are cool. I really like those. Again, the shapes, man. They're really, really effective, though. Really good. He's a really good draftsman. He's a really good drawer. He's got that European sort of like cool art energy to him and his work. And he's another one who I think I am building a list, and I will get towards maybe actually speaking to a bunch of artists and recording the conversations either through video or just audio while we draw or whatever. I did that, I got my pal Dean Beatty, had him over and recorded a conversation with him. I felt it was a bit maybe, I don't know, it felt not stale, but just I wasn't really sure what I was doing. It was this very start of 2020, before 2020 happened. And I wanted for that to be the start of me talking to a bunch of different artists. And then hopefully the more I do it, the more I'll loosen up, and it'll be more, entertaining, more fun to watch, and get more good conversation out of them and stuff. But that's something I've always wanted to do for years and years, and now I feel like I'm in a position to do, especially with Zoom and stuff. So we'll see. But again, it's all to do with what I can actually make myself do while I'm working on everything else I'm working on. Really cool drawings, and I see loads of things in his drawings that I've done in my drawings, like stuff like being in if this is water or milk or whatever, or if this body is literally in the ground. I've done loads of stuff like that. I've done loads of like floating head things, and text with image, text within the image. I've done loads of stuff like this, the intestines with the eyes floating eyes. I've done loads of those. I really like this spread of drawings. The monkey with the fez. Just funny random little head doodles and little monsters. Really, really like this stuff. Really, really good. Alright, why don't you just marry the guy if you love him so much? Like that. It reminds me of Doshin the Giant. The old GameCube game, if you remember that. The contrast he uses is cool as well in a lot of his work. He's got a really good sense of like colour and balance of contrast and colours and stuff. So like the white and it's like salmon pink or orangey colour for the arrows and the eyes, and then the duller dark sort of turquoisey grey. Very cool, lumpy, fleshy feeling paintings he does. Yeah, man, this book, I knew it was going to be good. I'd seen a few like little snippets of it here and there online on Instagram. Oh, that's really, really cool. That's really good. I might have to trace that and paint it, because that could be pretty cool. I might have to do that with a few pieces in this book, actually. God damn it. Yeah, just this book's just really good as an art book. And like I say, it's got a really cool mix of photos of paintings on walls, some digital pieces, commissions, personal work, drawings that then became paintings, drawings that are just funny little drawings, cool drawings, and more sort of like thoughtful, in-depth pieces, some silly stuff, just funny little heads, stickers and whatever. Like, it's a really good mix. Whereas as I was saying, what I said was, with my art books, it's very much like ballpoint drawings, paintings, and that's it, like just that one thing in the book. And I am planning some new art books. I've been planning new art books that may or may not happen, but I'm planning other art books which may well happen, which will be more of a mix of things, which will be cool. Because that's what I do want to do eventually, is put out a Ewan art book. More like this, like a big, fat, chunky art book that's got rough sketches, drawings, paintings, maybe some photos of some things, some sculptural pieces, some stickers and stuff. That will have a lot more going on in it. Not really inspired by this book, because I was planning to do that anyway, but certainly seeing this book is definitely pushing me to really want to get that done. Because it's like an idea you have in your head and you go, oh, it would be cool to do an art book more like this, and then I see this book and I'm like, yeah, it really would be cool to do an art book more like this specifically. I might just start copying his style and just start drawing like him, painting like him, putting art books together like him. That's so good. I love that. I remember seeing that on Instagram. It was a commission he did when he posted it, and just thinking like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Son of a bitch. I've done this stuff as well, playing with stuff on scanners. Like, as it scans, you just move it and it bends and looks all funny. I did one where I drew a Bart Simpson, like, shrunk down. Like, I photoshopped an image of Bart Simpson, like, squashed, and then I drew that, and then I put it on my scanner. The video's on my YouTube somewhere. I put it on my scanner and then tried to stretch it out as it scanned to make it full size. And I got close a couple of times. You know, experimenting, like art student stuff. Yeah. It's really good colours and shapes. I've had the idea to do stuff like this, or just get blocks of wood and paint faces on them and have them as like almost like Easter Island statue heads, but just funny faces on them, which is really annoying. Well, I've had that idea for so long. Of like, oh, I should get around to doing that. Just buy a bunch of fucking offcuts of wood or whatever, buy some lumber and a saw, and then just fucking paint them up, sell them as art pieces, and then I see this in here and I'm like, God damn it. You fucking, I mean, didn't beat me to it, obviously, because if I do them, they're going to be mine. They're going to look different. But still, it's like, it is always the worry, and I've talked about it when I say how, you know, whenever I have an idea for a drawing, I Google it to see if it's already been done. And if it's been done quite a few times, I'm like, I'll forget it. Because I always have that worry of somebody seeing my work and going, oh, this looks exactly like a thing that this other artist did. And I just hate that. You know, but with someone like Lobster Robin, it's like, well, that would be a good thing. Like, oh, hey, your work looks like this piece that Lobster Robin did. I can be like, hey, cool. Fuck that guy. I don't give a shit. Fuck him. Lobster. What, has he got fucking claws or something? Fucking stupid. What, is he a crustacean that lives underwater? Do people boil him for fun? See you in the next one. Don't be late. Yeah, man. As far as art books go, that's close to perfect. Yeah, and again. As I say, I love books as objects. I love books as things that exist that you can hold. And this is a really good one dimension-wise. It's a good thickness, good dimensions. It's not quite A4. It's not too long on that way. Not too tall a book. It's really good quality paper, good quality finish on the cover and all. It might be a perfect art book. Certainly in amongst my top favourite art books currently. I've looked at this every day at least once since I got it. I'll probably get bored of it soon. And then I'll probably get bored of Lobster Robin soon as well. I'll just stop talking to him, stop looking at his stuff, because, you know, give a shit. I am Gun Viking. Etc. I've been meaning to talk for a while about something I've been thinking about for quite some time. In that I've been experiencing for you know, a large portion of my life, I feel a sort of a lack of sense of self, because I feel like a lot of who I am and what I put out there is either trying to be something I think is funny, or trying not to be something I think is horrible and bad that I don't want any part of. Which leaves me wondering, do I have my own personality, my own sense of self, or am I merely... Is everything I am made up of trying to be certain things? And maybe that's what self is. Maybe all you are is, you know, what you try to be. But then I think, like, if whenever I'm sort of like doing these videos, or if I'm reacting to something in a conversation, I always feel like I'm performing, and then I try to think, how would I act naturally if I wasn't trying to perform, if I wasn't trying to be a certain kind of funny, or if I wasn't trying to be like disgusting, shocking Ewan or whatever? What would like my natural reaction to certain things be? Would I even have a natural reaction? Because I'm so like scared and timid of almost everything in life. Partly I blame that on, you know, certain things that happened in my past, certain people that caused certain feelings and things. And so I wonder if I'm not trying to be a certain kind of way, if I would just sort of like, not literally vanish, but basically vanish and just stop producing things because I'm just so scared, and I'd just be quiet and I'd fade away. Even down to like how I dress, because I dress the way I dress, which is, you know, in general, very plain, like shirts, you know, checkered shirts because they're comfortable and whatever, they look okay. Just trousers, you know, hoodies, sneakers, whatever, very sort of like basic plain clothes. Largely because of comfort, partly because of cost. You know, I guess I like how they look, but mostly just because I don't want to. I've tried dressing in more sort of outrageous ways, especially when I was younger, which I'm sure we all had our moments of being like that. But I found the attention to be really annoying. Like, even if it was like good attention of like, I painted on a shirt and then people came up to me and asked me about the shirt, like, hey, that's a really cool shirt, did you paint that? And I get to be like, yeah, I'm an artist and I paint on shirts and boo. Like, yeah, it's cool. But then that happened just too many times where I just get to be like, I don't like, you know, that kind of attention. I don't like people just commenting on me and how I look and how I dress. Even if it's good, you know, or good, even if it's seemingly positive attention, I don't like it. I don't like being seen. If my go-to superpower, if I could choose, would absolutely be turning invisible. No question. And that's part of why I dress how I dress, is because no one cares. I look just ordinary. And so people just leave me alone, which in a way is sort of, I find it personally beneficial, because I know I'm a bit of a weird one. You know, maybe not like outrageous, crazy, ooh, you was for woo, but you know, I feel a bit weird anyway. And I know the last thing I want to do is draw attention to myself, especially if I end up doing something awful. If certain girls do end up going missing or whatever, I get caught with certain content on my computer, whatever it is, you know, just being invisible can only really be to my benefit, can't it? And even with that, I think like if I wasn't dressing to blend in or just to be left alone, to be comfortable, if I was truly dressing how I want to dress, to be comfortable and whatever, I'd probably just be covered in rags, like head to toe. Like, if this is, hey, this is smiley and friendly Ewan man. He's giving a little wave. Hello. It's the worst drawing I've ever done. Jesus Christ. I do have broad shoulders, but maybe not that broad. This is me. If I was, I'm currently. This is also me. This is the normal everyday me. Sort of button shirts, just because they're easy, they're comfortable. I like how they look enough. I'm not blown away. I'm not like, oh, these shirts are amazing. And then somewhat baggy trousers, just comfortable. Some sneakers, I go for comfort over anything else. But, a nice pair of red sneakers with a grey outfit, I like that. Shaved head for various reasons, because it's easy, it's comfortable, it's cheap, I can do it myself. I don't look like certain people I really don't want to look like. And that's basically me. But then I have to think, if I could dress any way I wanted on a daily basis, if there was no limit, I could get all the items necessary, it would probably be something like this. It would be like a big wraparound, almost like a poncho, just like sewn together with patches and stuff, just big, like a big wraparound bit of fabric, just, rags. Some big jacket or sweater, filthy, just whatever, very baggy, hanging down, torn, all the elastic gone. Trousers, pretty much the same as what I wear now, but again, just dark, plain, torn up, whatever. This thing would probably have a hood, and then like a wrap to cover my face because I just want to stay hidden. A bag of some sort, and then either I'd probably stick maybe even all of this like greys and dull browns and blacks and stuff, and then maybe still red sneakers as long as they're comfortable. I've got these really nice like Nike SB Solar Soft super comfy trainers. Maybe like I'd have bones and shit hanging around my neck, whatever, animal skulls, little keychains with animal skulls and bones and things on. Maybe I'd get rid of those because I don't like having stuff. I do like how plain and easy this is, or I don't have things hanging off of me or whatever. But then maybe the sneakers, or maybe just some hard-wearing worn leather boots that will just last forever and ever and ever. And I look like a post-apocalyptic video game character, which isn't necessarily what I'm going for. But when I think about like how would I like to dress, it's literally the clothing is just clothing, just like fairly, decent thickness clothing that's going to last a while. It's dirty because that's what I do. I don't wash my clothes. I just wear them until I can't wear them anymore, covered in ink and dirt and whatever. So that's just clothes. This is like just a big thing of fabric, and I just wrap it around myself, just rags, just hang rags on myself with something I can cover my head and face with, just because I don't like being seen, and I feel like I'm ugly. I feel like I look ugly as shit most of the time. On a good day, on the best possible day, I consider myself to be a 6. On a best day, if my beard is just the right length, like not too long, not too short, and I've trimmed it a little bit and it's looking alright. I got my head freshly shaven. I maybe washed. My eyes are looking particularly bright and blue. I'm not feeling pudgy. My cheeks look a decent sort of shape. My lips are fairly plump and whatever. Maybe I'm not looking too fat, but not too skinny. My clothes hanging on me okay. Best possible day. The highest I feel I can reach is a 6. And this is, the 6 out of 10, the 10 scale that usually guys will use for girls to call them a 10 or a 1. I consider myself to be a 6 at my best possible grade A 5-star ranking is a 6. That's the highest I can ever hope to achieve. On an average day, I consider myself to be about a 3 or a 4. 3/4. No, a 3 or a 4. But in general, maybe even less than that. I know I'm probably not a 1 or a 2 because I think that's reserved for people who it's not necessarily their fault, but maybe they just got a fucked up face in some way. They got like a big dent in the middle of their face, or they're just, everything sticks out wrong, whatever. Ugly people, they exist. It is what it is. And I'm not necessarily one of them, but I'm not one of the pretty people either. I'm very much in between. 3, 4, 5, 6 on the best possible day. But because of that, because I feel so horrendous and ugly, maybe I am, maybe I'm not, whatever. This is how I feel. I just want to cover myself up. And when I go out, because I don't want people to have to suffer through seeing me. So I just cover myself up, and everyone sees that and realises, oh, he's just some fucking creep, whatever. Get to the post office, get my shopping done, get home again, and I can breathe and relax. But, I mean, you can say, well, there is literally nothing stopping me from dressing like this. I have everything in my power to make this a reality, except I will draw so much attention, all of it unwanted, if I start walking around clothed in fucking post-apocalyptic rags with, gaffer tape on my legs holding my clothes together, tin cans hanging off my bag with things in them, screws and scraps of food, bits of jerky. If I walk around looking like that, I'll look like I'm trying to look a certain way, like I'm trying to cosplay a fucking survivalist or some shit, some fucking mole man. And that's absolutely not what I want. So I sort of vaguely split the difference, and I go with this, which is, it's just clothes, it's just shoes, but comfortable, and I guess I like how they look. I try to at least look presentable, because again, I don't want to look like I'm trying, but I don't want to look like I'm not trying, because either way you're going to draw attention. So the best possible option I've got is to look just as plain as fucking possible, so I can just blend in, I can just be left the fuck alone, and be ignored, so people don't see me, just so for their benefit, for my benefit, so we can all just get along on our daily business and whatever. And I'm not even trying to be like self-deprecating, like, oh, I'm such a piece of shit, I'm fucking ugly and boo. This is just how I feel with regards to like the whole sense of self thing that's been on my mind a lot, especially lately. I'm not sure exactly why. It's been there a lot lately. It just has been. And I don't necessarily worry about it. It just is that. It's just thoughts in my head about, I know a lot of people have questions about like, who am I? What do I want out of life? And I've already been through that. What I want out of life is that I don't, and that's the whole issue. And it's the same with, what do I want? What do I want to look like? What do I want to be? Literally, I want to look like nothing. I want to be nothing. I want to be ignored. I don't want to be hounded by anyone for bills or for... Even for art, I'd rather just do it when I feel like it, and if it helps me survive by making money, cool. But if not, then... But obviously, the position I'm in, I have to make a living. And, I have people who are friends, and it's really only polite that I interact with them. And I love them and care for them, so I want to, give them my time and attention. But I also don't want to exist. So it's a delicate balance of those things. I don't know. It's a lot of like, who am I? What do I want out of life? But like I say, it's just thoughts. It's just thoughts. The old like childhood zeal and energy, is sort of long gone. The whole like, oh yeah, I want to do comics with muscles and guns. That's turned into, I guess I'm drawing comics with muscles and guns. I do feel very privileged. That's a bad word, isn't it, these days? I feel privileged and lucky to be in the position I'm in. I know a lot of people aren't remotely as lucky as that, to be drawing full time and drawing more or less whatever they want. It's very cool that I get to do that. But it doesn't mean I necessarily feel fulfilled as a person. You know, I have to exist, much to my eternal dismay. I was forced to exist when my parents decided, oh, let's just have another one. And since I exist, it's only right that I think about, you know, what would make this existence comfortable. And that would be to wear just fucking rags and just be left alone. I absolutely would live in the woods on my own, completely. You know, I was doing some reading about like the horrendous psychological effects of genuine isolation, and I'm sure, you know, I consider myself to be isolated in general, but I see people now and then, and even if it's not like actively seeing friends or whatever, I'm out around people in town when I'm doing my business. So I'm not truly isolated. So it's hard to say, oh yeah, I'd do fine if I was in proper isolation. But I do feel like I do fine in proper isolation. Well, I mean, I say that. I do get lonely sometimes. I do get very, very lonely sometimes. But then I jerk off, I come, and it all goes away after that.